Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome once again to the ever popular Inspirations for Your Life show. It's great to be with you today. It is Saturday, August 8th, 2026. What does that mean? It means that we're on a Saturday, and what that also means is we're on a brand new master topic as we just finished up our master topic last week. We go from Saturday to Friday. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your very first time here, I like to say welcome, and I'd like to say the words thank you. Have you been here one time, 5 times, 10 times, 100 or more, or maybe lost track? I'd like to say not only that, but I'd also like to say the words welcome back. I really do appreciate people that enjoy the quality of my content and what I produce here. So thank you very, very much for being here. If you guys are hungry, if you're thirsty or anything like that, or you want some type of snack, feel free to go grab that from the fridge. I've got a brand new tumbler here. I'm on the fence whether I like it or not. It's AURYU. Of course, it's made in China. I open it, okay, just like so, and the top comes out, and then it's somewhat cool, but I don't think it's really cool. I have a hunch this is probably going to get returned this week because I'm not loving this. But I looked at the cool thermoses, and the problem with those are when you suck out from the lid, they say it's a lot harder to suck the water out. So I don't know. I've got to see. I think it's going to be going back. So just letting you know. But anyway, I've got an RO water here with some lemon, and feel free to get that and come on back to the show. All right, guys. So this is Inspirations for Your Life, in case you were wondering. Our master weekly topic, I'm proud to announce on Series 5, Show 33, is Stop Waiting for Your Life to Change. Stop waiting and make your move. Series 5, Show 33, Episode 1. That is our granular topic for today. Welcome, everyone, to Inspirations for Your Life. It is so great to have you here. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, a passionate lifelong learner, and so grateful now to be a published author. Welcome, everyone. How much of your life have you spent waiting until you feel ready, waiting until you have more confidence, waiting for someone to give you permission, waiting for circumstances to improve, waiting until you know exactly how everything will turn out? There is nothing wrong, I have to say this clearly, with preparation. Okay, that's the key. But preparation can quietly become hesitation and delay. And that can become a lifestyle that you fall into. So today, I'm talking about breaking that pattern. You don't have to know every step before taking the first one. Okay. Sometimes the first move is exactly what reveals the second one. So let's get into our 30 points for you to stop waiting and make your move. Are you ready? Of course you are. Number one, waiting feels safer than starting. And we've said before that when we're comfortable, people just want to sit and veg and just stay there. But that's not where the learning happens. That's not where the growth happens. Waiting protects you from immediate failure, but it also protects you from progress. Safety can come in a way that's expensive when it costs you opportunities you are capable of pursuing. Number two, your first move changes everything. The first move doesn't need to be enormous. Its power comes from changing your status from someone thinking about doing something to someone actually doing it. Number three, stop asking for permission. You don't need everyone to understand your goals before you pursue them. Listen to useful advice, but don't make your future dependent upon universal approval. You'll never get anywhere. Number four, start before confidence arrives. Confidence often comes from evidence. You take action, discover that you can handle it, and confidence begins growing from the experience. Number five, movement creates clarity. You can think about something for months and still remain uncertain. Taking one step gives you information that thinking alone cannot provide. Number 6, give yourself a starting signal. I got to have some more of this water, okay? Again, the container is not very cold. Stop waiting for something external to tell you it's time. Decide right now and pick the moment yourself and begin. Number 7, break the hesitation cycle. Hesitation becomes easier every time you practice it. Interrupt that pattern by making one decision and acting on it before you start negotiating yourself out of it. All right. Again, that's something, again, that a lot of people I feel miss because they don't understand that they're falling into a trap of, yes, procrastination. Unfortunately. But procrastination is addictive. Number 8, make one bold decision today. You don't need 30 dramatic changes today. One meaningful decision can change the direction and trajectory of everything that follows after. Number 9, stop rehearsing possibilities. There comes a point when imagining every possible outcome stops helping you. You cannot experience your future through rehearsal. Eventually, you have to enter it. Number 10, turn your intention into movement. Good intentions don't produce results by themselves. Give your intention a physical action, a phone call, an appointment, a conversation, or a first completed task. Number 11, choose action over anticipation. Anticipation can make something appear larger than it really is. Action introduces you to reality, and reality is often much easier to manage than what you imagined it was about. Number 12, make today different. How are you going to do that? Simple. If you keep repeating yesterday's behavior, tomorrow shouldn't surprise you by not changing. Change one thing today that interrupts the old pattern you've been living. And I think when you do that and you start to see the change, like, oh, wait a minute, I get this. This makes sense now. Now I understand why this wasn't working before, right? Those are very key, important things that many people, well, they miss. They miss. Number 13, use the moment you have right now. You may not have perfect circumstances, unlimited resources, or endless time. Work with that moment you have that actually exists instead of wanting and waiting for one that may never arrive. And I think that's going to frustrate us more when we can't find that time. Not because of something that's around us, but because it's a delay tactic. Number 14, stop negotiating with yourself. You decide to do something, then immediately begin creating reasons not to do it. Recognize that internal negotiation and stop reopening decisions you've already made. 15, take the uncomfortable first step. The first step often feels uncomfortable precisely because it's unfamiliar. Discomfort doesn't automatically mean you're making the wrong decision. And I think sometimes in life, people don't realize that when something's uncomfortable, that means that we're on the right track. Some people say we're not on the right track, but I'm here to tell you are on the right track. All right. That's an important piece. When something's uncomfortable, that's usually where the learning actually happens. Okay. That's where the learning takes place. All right. That's where it happens. Number 16, create your own opening. Sometimes opportunity knocks. Other times you have to build the door. Reach out, introduce yourself, propose the idea, or create the opportunity you're waiting to receive. Number 17, let action answer your doubts. Instead of asking yourself endlessly whether you can do something, test it. Real experience can answer questions. That speculation never will. Number 18, refuse to remain parked. You weren't meant to spend your entire life idling. If one direction isn't working, adjust it. Movement gives you options. Number 19, move before you completely are ready. You could say, I'm going to wait here, and when I'm ready, then I'll move forward. That's not going to help anybody. It's just going to cause more confusion in your life. Okay. Just being honest. So move before you're completely ready. Number 19, being prepared matters, but complete readiness is often an illusion. At some point, additional preparation becomes another form of, yes, delay. Number 20, give your idea a real chance. Don't reject your own idea before the world ever gets to see it. Test it, improve it, and gather real data and feedback before deciding what it's capable of becoming. I think we're our own worst critics sometimes. And this keeps us from being the person we actually can be. But we never become that person because of some thought that we had. And then we're like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I can do this. But you actually can do it, ladies and gentlemen. You absolutely can do it. All right. When somebody says to me, John, I can't do something, the first thing I ask them is why? And they say, well, because my mother, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my whatever said I can't. And then I ask them another question. Are they your keeper? Like, do they dictate everything you have to do in life? No. Well, then why are you living your life as if you have to get permission from these people? I'm just asking. And they look back and say, well, I want them to, you want them to what? You want them to share that they like your idea? You can't always have people patting you on the back. I'm sorry, guys. And not that a pat on the back is bad, but we can't expect everybody to pat us on the back. We need to be our own best cheerleaders. I know that sounds like something that's really crazy, but it is the truth, guys. It's absolutely the truth. And the more we understand that, the more we can say, hey, this makes sense. That's important, guys. That is a very important thing. But a lot of people today will not understand that because they're like, well, they never gave me approval. So because they never gave you approval, you're going to say no? Seriously? Like, why? Why are you letting these people dictate how your life should be? Well, I'm not doing that. Well, you're not, but why is it that you're stopping what you're doing because someone doesn't say or says something to you? They're not your keeper. Okay. Number 21, make your next move visible. Put something on the calendar. Tell the right person, submit the application. Create a tangible commitment that moves the idea out of your head and into the world. I found that when we set times on calendars, things usually transpire. It's like magical. All right. And it's magical because people look forward to the date that they put on their calendar. They look forward to that date. Okay. They look forward to that date. That's a very important thing to actually understand. Number 22, replace someday with today. We've all heard this. Well, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. I'll do it next week. I'll do it the end of the month. I'll do it next month. I'll do it the end of the quarter. I'll do it in the spring. I'll do it in the fall, right? I'll do it when I get back from my trip. I'll do it when daylight saving time ends. I'll do it when daylight saving time starts, right? I'll do it later. But you ever notice that later keeps getting pushed later and later and later? So you never really get to that point. That's powerful, guys. Like, that's seriously, seriously powerful. I'm talking about really powerful, not just like one way powerful, like really, 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 really powerful. All right. Number 22. When we understanding that we replace someday with today, we move forward. So someday has no deadline, as well as everything else that's later than today. You see, today does have a deadline. Ask yourself what portion of that future goal can actually begin now. You can say a certain day and put on your calendar and schedule it, but don't change that day. Don't change it. I'm not against people scheduling things. What I'm against is people saying, "Oh, well, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later." Okay? That's a big problem. Okay? And if we don't understand those things, then how are we ever going to move forward in life? Right? How are we ever going to move forward? And I think we're going to keep putting ourselves in this endless loop. Right? And that's a big, big problem. I think that's something that a lot of people, again, don't really understand, but maybe they mean it's something special. Maybe they mean it's about how people are changing, right? Maybe. But if we don't understand those kinds of things, how can we ever take ourselves to a new level? Because we're always putting things off for later. And then we never get anything done. And you know what that does? It robs us of our confidence. It takes us off our path that could make us successful. Okay. It takes us off our path to make us successful. And I think that's something that a lot of people here just don't realize, that we're really delaying our success. Not because we have to or want to, but we're doing it because of our actions, because of our voice, because of our thoughts. Number 23. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this to you. Don't wait to feel fearless. False evidence appearing real. Don't wait. Well, I'm going to wait. I'll be stronger tomorrow. Or I'm going to wait because tomorrow I'm going to conquer the world. Now, if you seriously aren't feeling well or you need a break, I get it, right? But let's not make the thing about tomorrow something that keeps changing, where tomorrow never comes. You see, ladies and gentlemen, courage doesn't require fear to disappear. Nope. It means fear no longer gets the deciding vote in our life. That's a powerful thing, guys. When fear doesn't get to choose, we make a big decision in our life, a very, very big decision. And I know that's crazy, right? And a lot of people are going to say to me, "Hey, John, I don't quite get that." Right? I don't quite get that. I think that happens because of things we're hearing, things we were previously told. Number 24, guys, put yourself in motion. Momentum isn't something you find, it's something you generate. Start small enough that you have no convincing excuse not to begin. Number 25, turn uncertainty into discovery. Instead of treating uncertainty as a warning to stop, treat it as something to explore. Curiosity can take you places fear would never allow you to visit. And that's something very powerful. Number 26, start where nobody is applauding. Not every beginning gets recognition. Some of your most important work will happen before anyone notices it. Do it anyway because the work matters, not because someone is watching. There's so many times in life that people decide to do something better. Why? Because they want to impress somebody. They want to see somebody's watching. But really, it doesn't matter if somebody's watching, right? It doesn't matter if somebody's watching. That's an important piece. And if we know that, then we can make a very, very big difference. Okay, we make a very, very big difference, a difference that can change our life and can change other people's lives. I think that's the most important thing. Number 27, I'm going to ask you to become harder to hold back. Take that fire, take that inertia, take that passion, and let it out. Every time you choose to act, despite hesitation, you strengthen your ability to do it again and again. You see, ladies and gentlemen, eventually taking action begins feeling more natural than remaining stuck. Nobody wants to remain stuck, do they? No. Number 28, one move can redirect everything. A single conversation, introduction, decision, application, idea, or opportunity can change your trajectory right now. You won't discover which move matters until you actually make it. So, make a move. Number 29, your future needs your participation. Your future isn't simply something arriving while you wait. Your choices are helping construct it every day. Participate deliberately. That's a key, guys. Number 30, make the move you've been avoiding. Now, you probably already know what it is. Maybe it's a conversation, it's a project, application, decision, change, or an idea you've repeatedly postponed, saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next year, but that never comes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't make it larger tonight by carrying it into another tomorrow, another later, more procrastination, more delay. Make the move now. And I know that sounds scary, okay, but it's important to understand that. It's important to understand that right now. And that can make a difference in your life every single day. Okay. Not just today, but every single day. That's a very important thing to understand. Every single day that can happen. Every single day. So as we get ready to close today's show, not the week, but just this episode, and we begin our new weekly theme, stop waiting for your life to change. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this change doesn't always announce itself with one enormous moment or a grand gesture. Sorry. It's sometimes subtle. It's sometimes a realization you have, a shift in your mindset, a perspective change. Sometimes change begins quietly within us. You send the message. You make the call. You submit the application, right? You start the project. You decide to have the conversation. And you finally do the thing you've spent weeks, months, years thinking about doing. You do it now. You don't need every answer before you begin. You need enough information to take a responsible first step and enough courage to actually take it. That's powerful, guys. Because you see, movement creates information. Information creates clarity. Clarity helps you make the next decision. Don't spend another season of your life standing at the starting line, wondering what might happen. Your future needs something from you, not anybody else, you. It's got to start with you. You see, your participation, your drive, your passion, right? Your thoughts become energy. Your thoughts become energy. Everything we think about, we focus on for a while, we actually bring about. No, not in 5 seconds, but we keep working on that. We do. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am by now, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and I thank you so much for choosing to join me for another amazing episode of Inspirations for Your Life. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to change everything today. No, don't be, let's say sideswipes. Oh my gosh, I got to change my whole life today. No, you don't. But you can change something. Just something. Just one thing in your life. It doesn't have to be anything major. It could be one thing. Maybe it's your diet. Maybe it's your exercise routine. Maybe it's your sleep routine, right? Maybe it's your healthcare routine, right? Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, please stop waiting. You got to stop waiting. And you got to make your move now. A lot of people are on the fence when I say make your move now. It's kind of like, being at the swimming pool. And I remember many years ago, I'm going to jump in, but the pool's cold. I would always dip my toe, like, oh, it's cold. Finally, I decided to just jump in, right? And your body adjusts. Make your move now. And give your future a chance to become something different. Different. Because Einstein said if we do the same thing over and over again, and we expect different results, that is the definition, my friends, of insanity. Have yourself a great rest of your day or evening, and check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Be well, everyone.